Hello, very good morning. How have you been today? You are looking you are looking amazing. You are so radiant today. I can say, yeah,
Thank you so much, and you too. And I think every morning we all look so radiant, and because we are so energetic to start our day, I think that's why. All right, even like we are making conversational videos, and if we get someone with whom we can make this video, so that time our day feels like more productive. For me,
yeah.
it's like this, and
It's
I think,
some,
mm,
it's true,
I,
it's true.
yeah, I think.
We have been trying for a long time, but we were not able to connect. It's I think it's we have been trying for 15 days, for last 15 days. So then when I message you, I just want to make sure that you are available or not, you are ready or not. But when you replied me, yes, I'm ready. So, I feel so happy that at least I'm going to have conversation. Because when I don't have conversation, so that time, I just feel, demotivated and I feel disappointed. All the day, I don't feel good. I just feel something that I have skipped, and I feel incomplete. So when I saw your message that you replied me, so that time I was delighted. So yes, I'm going to have conversation.
Okay, I want to say one thing. Whenever you are saying everything, when you were saying everything, your video was stuck in that time. Your voice was clear, but that time your video was stuck in. I don't know why. It wasn't so clear. Now it's okay.
Now it's
Yeah.
okay. I don't know what is happening, but
Again, whenever you are talking, right? Whenever you are talking something, your video got stuck. Your audio is clear, but I don't know why, but your video got stuck.
I don't know what is the issue because if I talk about network, so I have 5G network. So it can't be the issue. It can't be network issue. Maybe
Hmm.
it can be some technical glitch and all. Now,
Now it's okay. But whenever you were talking about like a Manju ma'am and today you were conducting video call with her, right? But because of her leg pain, you had to cancel it, right? So that time it was stuck in. But it's okay now. It's okay. Let's manage
okay,
it.
okay,
Mhm. Yeah,
okay.
and I feel like video now these days everyone is making conversational videos and it's like a obsession for everyone, right? Because I have heard everyone say same thing. If I don't make video, I feel like my day is unproductive. So everyone wants to make videos, right, on conversational video, and it really helps us to improve our English and
Yeah,
whether whether we get good response or not from YouTube. But if we talk about ourselves, then definitely it helps our confidence and also help us to learn new language, learn new vocab, sentence structure, and also it really helps a lot.
it really has. And because I believe that it is the only way that we can build our confidence and we can elevate our knowledge and we can expand vocabulary and we can interact. The most important thing, we are able to interact. We are able to, make conversation. So that means we are, building our confidence and it's extremely important to and if I talk about myself for instance, if I am having conversation every single day, so now I feel comfortable, but when I skip even a single day and next day if I'm going to have conversation, so that time I become hesitate and I fumble automatically. It's happened with me and I feel under the confidence. So that's the reason I don't want to even skip. I don't want to skip even a single day. That's why I
Mhm.
just want to maintain my consistency and I don't want to break. But it's really hard if I break my consistency or next day or next time if I'm going to have conversations, it's really hard for me to maintain my confidence to speak in confidence or to speak in flow. So that's the
Hmm.
reason.
Yeah, because this is language and it's all about consistency, right? If you are a
Yes,
consistent, then you will get fluent and you will get confident. From there, you can speak. Okay,
every
so
single
now
day.
I have one question for you. So,
Hmm.
what do you think if someone wants to learn this language? So, what kind of mistake people usually do while learning this language? I'm talking about a beginner. Suppose someone want, like a person whose tenses isn't good, right? But they wants to learn tenses and want to speak fluent English, right? So, what kind of mistake people do on that type?
I think if they are not aware of grammar, and if they feel that my fundamental is not good and I need to build, first I need to work upon on grammar. So I would say that they work upon on grammar initially, that if I am able to learn grammar, so it means that I am able to speak. But I think it's not like that. Don't Because if I talk about myself, so my grammar, when I started learning this language, so at that time I must say my grammar was pathetic, and I was pathetic in grammar. But even after I knew that my grammar is not good, but I never pay attention on grammar, because I have heard from so many people, and also I have read that because, and also if I take example of my mother tongue, so how I learned my mother tongue? I learned my mother tongue by listening, by observing to people, and that's it. Because I initially when I started to learn my mother tongue, so I was not paying attention on grammar and all. I was not learning anything except listening and observing the people. So this thing was in my mind that I will start learning this language by listening. That's the exact thing I did. And then after 6 months, when I felt that after listening a lot, after spending so much time on my listening and speaking, even I'm able to, even I'm making lots of mistakes. So this is the time that I need to work upon on grammar, because I was able to comprehend things, I was able to convey my message, even if it was in broken way, but I was able. I have confidence. So then, after 6 months and after 8 months, I have started to learning grammar. Not that much, but just to clarify something, to just learning like preposition. It really matters a lot, and yeah, most of the and vocabulary also. After six
Yeah.
months or 8 months, we feel that now I don't have good vocabulary. I don't need to, I don't need to add some new words and advanced words. So that's the things I did. I never, so I would say that don't pay attention on grammar, just start by listening. And most of the people do the same mistake. They start to working on grammar and all.
Mm, yeah, and you are correctly right. And I think everyone has a different journey, right? So what I feel like, yeah, grammar really play a very vital role. But initially, we ignored it. We don't want to learn grammar, right? Sometimes we feel like it's very tedious task. Who will learn about present tense, past tense? It seems
Yeah,
like it's kids thing when we were child then we used to do now why I learned this thing but obviously it's important to learn but we
yeah,
can learn in a practical way like if you want to talk about present so what we are doing so we can take all the things in a positive in a practical way if you want to talk about hobbies where we need to talk only in a present tense so we have to stick in a present tense whenever we talk about our past routine then we have to stay in a past tenses right and if we want to talk about our future so we will have to stay in our future tense this is very common and everyone knows it but what
everyone.
happens when we start speaking sometimes we mix up the tenses right it happened with
Yeah,
everyone so
yeah,
the big part is that we should analyze where we are making a mistake and then work upon and the second thing is that people, when even I still remember when I started speaking English, I spoke too fast, and everyone made this mistake. I feel like because initially we felt like if we spoke too fast, it means we are fluent, but it's not like this. Right. We have to control our pace. We have to understand what we are saying. And that time we can understand where we are making a mistake. And these things I have learned when I was taking a classes from English Yari. Because initially when somebody asked me question, without any second thought, I just started speaking. And then what happened? After speaking one or two lines, then I got stuck. And it
It's
happened
all
with him.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's also happened with me as well. I am the
So
witness.
So there I learned if somebody asked you any question, just wait for a moment. Just make a structure how you are going to you speak. The first you should follow like introduction, then bodies, and then conclusion, and that's how you should speak. And that is the best way. And the second thing is that control your pace. That is very important so that you can get a lot of things to speak. And the third thing, again, that is very important that I feel like all people make here, like a judging problem, like what other people think about me.
My
If we
mistakes
meet,
and about me.
if we meet someone who speak very well English, so that time we feel underconfident. If we feel like if what happened if I make
Obviously.
a mistake, yeah,
Do you
yeah, if
also
someone
feel
is,
in this way?
yeah, yeah, same thing. I also feel if someone is
Mm.
very fluent and I feel like, oh my God, if I make any mistake, then what will he think about me? So what we do here, we start hiding ourselves, right? That time, even I also do, I switch myself in my local language, in my Hindi language, and I feel more comfortable with my language. So, but here is that what we have to do, we have to show up, we have to speak. And if somehow, if we push ourselves and we speak, then we get confident, right? We feel proud of ourselves. Finally, we spoke there. So
Yeah.
it's very important. Yeah, it's very important to push yourself. Whenever you get a chance, definitely you should speak. And that helps a lot.
And
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I completely agree with you. We are on the same page. But I want to ask you one more thing. Do you feel that people really judge you? People really, point out your mistake and they told you and they tell you that you are making mistakes. Your English is not good. You they tell lots of things. So do you feel that people really
No,
judge?
I think it depends person to person. Even I have seen some person even who knows that you are making a mistake, but they will not point out you, right? But someone who is your relative or who is your own person, they must guide you. Suppose if you make any pronunciation mistake, grammar mistake, like if your husband, you are talking to your husband, right, and you are making a mistake, definitely he will point out you because he doesn't want you make any mistake while speaking if he is good in this language. So I feel like if someone is my relative or like my loved ones, my close ones, then definitely he will point out me. And for me, and the best part is that I don't want to speak my relative or my close ones because I know he will point out me. So that's the reason I feel like I feel more comfortable with a stranger because they will not point out me. Does it happen with you?
Yeah, it's also happened with me. I never talk with my loved one or with my close one because I really feel that they will point out and I also feel that obviously on my back they will they will mock and they will fun at me. They will make fun at me. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously our relatives are not good. Do you feel?
Yeah, yeah.
Some are jealous, some are in you, some are
Exactly.
genuinely with you. So
Hmm.
they all are not same. So that's why I really run away to speak with them.
Hmm. Okay, so I have one more question for you. What would you do if you would start speak English like a native speaker? So what would the first thing that you would like to do?
What would like to do? No, I'm not getting your point. Could you please break it down
Oh,
for me? Yeah, just
yeah.
simplify it.
Okay, okay. If you speak English fluently like a native speaker, so what would you do?
What I will do in terms of like.
No, no, no. Like now we both are learning language, right? But somewhere you feel like somewhere you are making a mistake. But once you become a fluent without any making a mistake, means you speak, start like a native speaker. Then what will you do? Like you start any international trip or any job, like any international job. What kind of things you want to do? Or you will become any public speaker, like a TED Talks where you will share your story in English like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I got it, your point.
Uh,
Thank you for simplifying it for me.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so I'm really aspiring to be a public speaker because I feel it's really daunting task for everyone to be a public speaker. And I really feel, I believe that this time I really want to encounter this fear because I feel in my case it is the biggest fear for me to be a public speaker because I'm that type of person who couldn't speak in front of people. I'm more comfortable to speak on audio call, on video call. But still, I feel that I'm not able to speak face to face. Like if someone will come and say, "Hey, just speak with
Mhm.
me." So that time maybe I will not able to speak. So I would say that I'm aspiring to be a public speaker and I really want to encounter this fear as well. And obviously there are multiple reasons that I am learning this language. It will really help me to get a dream job, to get my dream job. So yeah, obviously if I will be able to speak like a native speaker, so I would like to get my dream job.
Great. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. And for me, if I will be fluent in this language, the first thing I had a dream to start my career in HR field, but because of this language, I couldn't start,
It is a
and then
barrier.
yeah, then I got busy with family and baby. Then, so now I speak English, but I want to be a better than this. And so what I do, first thing, I will try to start any corporate job, right? And I would also like to visit any international trip I would like to do so that I could speak with them a very, very comfortably and very effectively way because it happened with me whenever I speak someone who speak better than me, I
Then
feel
me.
like yeah, that time again I feel nervous or I have a fear of judgment like this. Like as you said, when I speak in a public place, so that time I also get nervous. So yeah, I also want to encounter that kind of feeling.
Yeah, well, it's really it's really too difficult. It's really a daunting task. I really feel it's a arduous thing for me because I was introvert. I was that type of person who couldn't speak in my I couldn't communicate in my mother tongue as well. I was like that. So
Okay.
for me, it is the biggest dream if I will be able to encounter or if I will be able to speak in public, in front of people, face to face. I really
Mhm.
want to achieve this goal or dream.
Yeah, and I think, and this is the best way that you are doing, like talking to everyone, meeting new people every day, and that really help us to overcome our fear, right? And learn with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Mm. Yeah. So what works for you? I think you are more into listening if you want to improve this language or into a writing or watching. What do you do?
Okay, so well, if I talk about, so I am more into listening. I'm that type of person who can listen many hours, and I never feel, it's bored, and I never feel it's a mundane task for me. Whenever I listen anything, I just feel enjoy, and I just feel that at that I really enjoy listening. It can be a podcast, it can be an English speech, or it can be a English video, it can be anything. So I'm really into listening and it gives me a real joy whenever I listen. And also it gives me lots of information about the world, about the education, about the politics, and about the health, about the food and everything. So it is the best way to, to improve our knowledge, to our wisdom, and getting lots of information. So that's why I am more into listening.
Mhm. Yeah, that's great. And that's why I always said, because some people, sometimes people imitate others. Like if someone is listening, then they start listening. Someone is watching, then they start watching. But it's not works for everyone. So
Yes.
we should know, yeah, we should know what works for us. Like if I talk
Yeah.
about me, for me, I love writing. So whenever I get a time, I love to write journal or whatever I want to write, and that helps me a lot. And in this journey, ChatGPT also helps me a lot. Even still, I use it whenever I get stuck somewhere, or I want to change my basic level to advanced level. If I want to know any sentence, then ChatGPT really helps me a lot. Apart from that, I am into a reading. I Whenever I get a chance, I love to read a stories book. That also helped me a lot to know the small things. So yeah, I think reading really helped me a lot.
And in my case, I really feel, and let's say that reading, no, writing. If I talk about writing, is a tough nut to crack for me, and it's not
Hmm.
my cup of tea. And I don't know. I never liked. Even last week, recently, I have started writing, but I couldn't do further, and I only do writing. I only did 2 days, and then I felt no, it's really tedious. It's really mundane task for me, and I can't go with that. Not at all. No. Then
I
I
think
quit.
here, yeah, I think here we are completely opposite to each other, because I am not into a listening. I have heard a lot, listening works a lot. What happened every day I sleep with my earphone and my mobile. Even I every day I fix my podcast too. But once I start listening, I sleep. Then this morning I think, oh my God, what I was listening yesterday. Even though if I listen in the afternoon or at night, because I feel like this is the best time for me to listen podcast, but I sleep.
But it's also happened with me with writing. Whenever I try to write anything, so that time I feel like sleeping, and I feel like that it's a time to sleep, and then I just skip everything and just go
Yeah,
to sleep and do some other thing. Yeah, I
yeah.
can.
So, so here we can say we all should know what works for us, right? And then we
Hmm.
should do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
because we
I,
can have a different fundamental.
Yeah, I can say when if someone wants to start the journey, so first thing they can do, just try to find out your genre, your niche. Where do you really like? What things do you
Okay.
really like to the most? And if someone like as you said that writing works for you, but writing not doesn't work for me. Listening
Hmm.
work for me. So just try to find out the what works for you. If you will work in this way, in this direction, so obviously you will not feel bored. And otherwise, after some time, like after 1 month and 2 months, even after 15 days, you will feel bored. That is not my cup of tea, and I can't go further with that. And then you will start thinking give up on this channel. And
Yeah.
obviously, most of the people do in this way.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
listening for me is really captivating me a lot, and I can listen. Even yesterday I was not at home. I was in the hospital with my sister-in-law. She had some issues, so we went there. So she was busy with the meeting the doctor and all. So I was sitting alone, and yeah, I would say my morning was a bit busy, and that was a hectic morning today.
Great. And it's very important, whatever you are doing, whether you are listening or reading. So you have to pay a full attention, then you will get any benefit, right? But if you are not paying attention, you are just only listening at the same time you are doing any other chores. So it doesn't work for you, because you are not able to absorb something from there. Like if you are listening constantly, then definitely you have learned something. How are they speaking? You have get a lot of things from there, right? So it's
Yeah.
very important to pay attention whatever you are doing.
And you know, if sometimes like sometimes I do passive listening as well. Like at the time when I edit my video, when I make thumbnail, so I just put my earphone and just I just started to listening, and at the same time I just I you know I do editing and I make thumbnail and all. So I'm
Mm.
really into listening. I can listen many
You you
many.
are you are multi-minded, right? You can do two, three things at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's great way. I think our time is done, right? It's
Yes.
going to be done. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, Archie, thank you so much for giving me your time, and it's really valuable for us, and I hope it's valuable for our viewers too, because
Mhm.
they will also get a lot of benefit from these videos. Yeah.
Of course. Then I
Mhm.
completely agree. And thank you for giving me your precious time because, as I can say, that we have been trying for a long time, but we were not able. Finally, today, we have made
Exactly.
a conversation, and I hope it is going to be a meaningful conversation for us and for others as well. So, yeah, thank you. It was lovely chatting with you, and I really enjoy. And I really feel
Thank you.
comfortable.
Yeah. We both
Yeah.
are on the same page, so yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
obviously. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
bye
you.
bye.
Bye. Take care. Have a nice day.
Yeah, same.